Hello friends, this is S. Abna and you are watching Be With Us channel. Today we are going to deal about the topic of about ratio and proportion, and we are going to include both my lecture and animation made from Animaker. And watch the video to the end. In the end I am going to give you a bonus which will be great useful for you. Let's go into the video.
Audio Jungle.
If you have not subscribed my channel, please click the subscribe button and tap the bell icon to get all my video updates instantly. Hi friends. Okay, what is ratio? If we Google it, the ratio definition would be this. Yes, but when you think about what is ratio is a comparison of two values is basically called as a ratio. For example, A is to B. So if A is to B is the ratio, then we can denote that ratio as A divided by B. So as a result, we'll get the answer. For example, you can take the value as 8:4, and we can you have to write it as 8 divided by 4. We'll get the answer as 2 divided by 1. Finally, the ratio would be 2:1. Why we are converting the 8:4 into 2:1 is that ratio must be in the simplified form. And simplified form is a form in which there will be no greatest common divisor. For 8 and 4, the greatest common divisor was 4. As a result, it was 4. It is not in a simplified form. So we are going to divide it into divided by 4, and we thus get the simplified form as 2:1. So 2:1. The ratio is a thing in which we can multiply both the numbers with the same value and divide the numbers with the same value. Your ratio will not change for any value. That's a basic concept. Okay, we are having now as 2:1, which basically concedes you that A has 2 parts in which B has 1 part. If A has 2 parts, B has 1 part. So if both have 2 and 1, it implies that the combination of both, they have 3 parts. So A plus B would give you 3 parts. So if A has 2, B has 1, both combination will be 3. So actual definition of A is to B will be 2 divided by 3 is to 1 divided by 3. Why? Because A has 2 out of 3 and B has 1 out of 3. As you divide 2 by 3 divided by 1 by 3, you will again get the answer as 2:1. That's a basic reason we are not having 2 by 3, but have it in mind so that you will not get confused when the difficult questions are come. When it's basics, you should go to the core of the basics. That's my idea, and that's why I am teaching you. I am sharing my knowledge with you. Okay, let us see an example how this ratio and proportion work. What is ratio and proportion? Are you confused about it? Let us see it with an example. A man bought 18 apples for his wife and 3 children. He gave 8 to his wife, 6 to his son, and 2 to each of his daughters. What's the ratio of apples shared between my family? Yeah, it should be 8:6:2:2. No, I am wrong, because ratio should be expressed in the simplified form. All these numbers are divided by 2, so it's not the simplest form. So let's divide and find the answer. Yeah, I have shared it in the ratio of 4:3:1:1. Thanks for seeing this example. Okay, after seeing this example, you would have noticed that the woman gets 8 apples, the son gets 6, and both the daughters get up about 2 apples. So this is not a simplified form, because the greatest common divisor of the 4 numbers is 2. So that is not a simplified form. So we will divide all the things by 2. As a result, you will get the simplified ratio as 4:3:1:1. As already told, while first writing, you should write as 8 by 18, 6 by 18. But after writing it, all the 18 would be cancelled because LCM is same. That's the basic concept. Father has bought 9 apples. 4 should be going to wife, 3 for son, 1 and 1 for daughter. Then if he buys in the future, he might also give it in the same ratio. If he buys 27 in the future or 36 in the future, is just the multiplication of this value. If he buys 36 by 9 is 4. So 4 should be multiplied with all the values so that we can find it. So if you want to find ratio and proportion, or ratio of 4 numbers, is also an easy concept. For example, if you have three ratios as A is to B, A is to B, B is to C, and C is to D, and A is to B value as 5 is to 4, B is to C value as 3 is to 7, and C is to D value as 7 is to 2, then what will you do is that write down as A, B, C, and D, and and first in the first step write 5 is to 4 for A and B, and second step B is to C as 3 is to 7, and third step C and D as 7 is to 2. Now you can find it that the 7 values same in both second and third value for C. So you can merge the second and third step into one step, and the D goes up the top. So now we have just two steps. How to solve it? You have to fill the vacant places by the nearest value. So in the first step, the two spaces are empty, and you have to fill with the 4, which is the nearest. And the second step also, if you find that near to 3 that's an empty space, you must fill by 3. After filling in, we can have to multiply every value, and the final value of ratio obtained now would be none other than 15 is to 12 is to 28 is to 8. That's the final value you have obtained it. Okay. Till now we have looked only about ratio. What's about proportion? Proportion, when you Google it, the result would be this. But what's really proportion? Proportion is the basic concept where we have ratios after equal to symbols where the values of both are equal. For example, 8 divided by 4 and 2 divided by 1 gives you the same answer as 2 is equal to 2. LHS is equal to RHS. Same concept is here. So what's the basic? The A is to B, the proportion symbol, C is to D, which denotes that A divided by B is equal to C divided by D. That's it. Simple concept, and there will be no confusion for you. To explain it in detail, first let us look at an example about it. So let's go into the example. A boy and a girl has an age ratio of 10:7. If the boy's age is 20 years, what's the age of the girl? Simple concept is that 10 divided by 7 is the ratio of age of boy and girl. If 10 is 20, 7 is x, so x will be calculated as 14 years. Thanks for watching the example. In this example, you will find that the boys and girls age ratio is 10:7. So A and B is 10:7, and after putting the proportion symbol, the age of boys is 20. So 20 is to x. So in this comes out, the next step will be 10 divided by 7 is equal to 20 divided by x. When we solve this, we'll get the ratio answer as x is equal to 14. This is the way we calculate the proportion, and this is the method you're going to use in many of the methods. So if 10 is 20, then what is 7? You divided it and you multiply the cross side and you'll get the answer. It's so simple. Ratio can also be explained in percentage. To let you know about it, let's look at the example first. Let us take milk and water in the ratio of 4:1, and if we mix them and into coffee, which is of about 100 liters, then my question is, what's the actual quantity of milk and water in the coffee? If milk is 4 parts out of total parts of 5 in the mixture, we need to divide 4 by 5 into 100. As a result, we'll get milk as 80 liters. Similar for water, 1 divided by 5 into 100 will get as 20 liters. Okay, in this example you have 100 liters. Instead of 100 liters, if we consider 100%, the same thing would be occur as 80% of milk and 20% of water. If this occurs, what happens? Our mind should think about it. Actually, we had 4:1 as a ratio. We already told if the milk is 4 parts and water is 1 part, then when we combine that, we'll have a total part of 5. If this 5, it should be represented as 100. If 5 is represented as 100, then 5 divided by 4, then 4 should be represented as which value? For x. If we solve that, we'll get the answer as 80. Same for 1. Instead of 4, if we put 1, the x will be 20, and that will be percentage. So we can, with the help of this, we can find it. We can also use this ratio in the concept of partnership. It's greatly used in partnership. If we find factor, let you know about how it is used, please look at this video, and at the last I would explain it to you. A, B, and C enter into partnership with the amount of 350, 450, and 550 for 1 year. The ratio would be 7:9:11. When the ratio adds up to 7x plus 9x plus 11x is 27x. If 7x is for A, then 27x denotes 405. So when we solve it, we get A as 105 rupees. Thanks for watching. As for you have obtained and seen that ratio of the distribution after 1 year for the 3-year should be 7:9:11, and they have obtained an annual profit of 405, which means that they have 405 and they should distribute in a way that the A should get 7 parts of it, the B should get 9 parts of it, C should get 11 parts of it. If you add these three things, you get answers 27. So 27 into some value would give you 405. So it actually is 15. So concept is that if you multiply 15 with 7, 9 and 11, final answer you will get it as 105 and remaining both. Well, the question was about what is the value of A. So answer is 105. So simple and so easy. We can use the ratio and proportion in many areas like time and distance, time and work, profit and loss, and partnership, age, and many more. Okay, let us look at a bonus which includes a ratio. This is my bonus to you, exclusively to you. Let us go look at the bonus, and thanks for watching this video. The bonus tip for you is that the speed and time ratio is always inversely proportional. The speed of A and B is 30 and 60 and speed ratio is 1:2, then their time ratio would be 2:1. Under the condition, the distance must be the same for both. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thanks for watching this video. This is Sabrinath and you're watching Be With Us, and please don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't, and press the bell icon near it so all my videos updates will come to you. And if you like my video, give a like button and comment your views about this video so that it will be encouraging for me.